Howdy folks, we are back here with the Rabbit Project. Now if you've got the same problem I do with your Mark 1 Rabbit, and you've checked all your fuses are good, you've got a good battery, you know, the basic stuff, and you've put a new bulb in, and all that. Come in here with a test light and probe around these two in the center. Let me see if I can get you in here. Come on, baby. Okay. These two bars right here in the center, one is going to be connected to your signal light, and the other one's going to be connected to your headlight. This one over here, this is your ground. It grounds both your signal and your headlight. Okay, getting that out of the way. Come on. Back up, camera. Okay, so you've tested, you've got power coming through the system. Now, big thing. Do you have power at the bulb? Okay. Standard DMM, if it shows you got voltage here, switch it over to ohms and pull off these rubber connectors and ohm check between the wires, because you may have a break actually in your bulb assembly. Now, you don't have to do this with a DMM, but it makes it easier. Now, to check and make sure you've actually got voltage back here and all your wires are actually working, what you gotta do, I've got this set up on and I've got the headlight switch pulled out, and what you want to do is you want to pull these two back, the cream colored one and the black with the white tracer. Now, the cream colored one is your one for your headlights. Now let me turn the turn signals on. And you can see we've got blinky light. We go back over here, we got constant. That tells me that the wires up to here are good. Now you come in here, nothing. Nothing. Okay. So, your headlight switch is good. Your signal light switch is good. You know, you've just tested essentially all of these components just with a simple trouble light. Now, I'm going to tell you flat out, all three of these pins going through this are bad. Now, if you are like me and you have a Mark 1 Volkswagen Rabbit, I've got the square headlight one. This may not work on the round headlight, but I did some searching. No, you cannot get this exact one anymore, but I found one similar enough to where it plugs in, and ironically from the back side it looks almost identical, and the wiring is almost identical on the pinout. The only difference is your coloring of the wire. Now, this is where I'm going to tell you how these go together. The black one on this, that is your ground. Your ground on here is your brown wire. Your headlights, your constant, when you got the headlight switch pulled out, on here is the cream colored one. On here, it's the white one. The signals are red on this one, and the signals here are the black with the white tracer. Now, this is actually a Dorman part. It also comes as a standard Motor Products part, but I found that it's easier to get it as a standard Motor Product, as a Dorman part, than it is to actually get it as the standard Motor Products part. This will fit. It does not fit 100%, but if you need to pass a state inspection, this will get you by. Now, what this actually is used for is an 74 through 89 Fords, okay? Dorman part number 85898. I'll put it down in the description. But ironically, this will slot in and it will lock in about 99%, okay? It's, like I said, it's not 100% perfect, but like I said, it's better than not having a turn signal and a park light, alright? And realistically, folks, if you absolutely want this thing to never come out, silicone the bloody thing, and like all of us good rednecks do, okay? Just do it that way. So, I think I've shown you two different ways of actually figuring it out, that yes, it's going to be your actual turn signal socket and not the rest of the wiring in your vehicle. And realistically, folks, it just, if your back turn signal works, I will tend to rule out the actual flasher module itself versus it being there. Now, originally I thought this was just a ground problem, which it could be. Up here on the fender, up here on the, not fender, control tower for your strut is where they actually meet the ground. Ironically, the ground for both your headlight and your signaling. So if you've got problems with your ground, check up there. That's where they are. Now, the nice thing about this is that you just cut your wires, strip them off, stick them in here, crimp them down, and away you go. That is going to be, for some people, the best option. Now, if you folks are going to want to see how this is soldered in the next video, I'm going to actually literally solder this in. We're going to put heat shrink tubing on and the whole 9 yards. So, stay tuned for that. But I wanted to put this out. I wanted to tell you that there is an other option other than a salvage yard. Okay? If somebody can find this absolute actual socket, then put a part number down in the description of what the heck it is, okay? So, I want to thank you folks for watching, and please comment, rate, subscribe. Thank you.